Ladies and gentlemen, this is another video clip. This is from a video that Simon does on occasion with his black girlfriend, Victoria Vives-Khuong, a woman out of, I think she's out of Mount Shasta, California, which is way up north. But anyway, she has the privilege of interviewing Simon from time to time, maybe twice a year, maybe 3 times a year. This video I think was either 2000 and late 2015, early 2016. I can't remember the date. But Victoria Vives, she looks black. She might be mixed with Asian. I'm not sure because she has a hyphenated last name, so she might be married to an Asian man. I'm not sure. But I want everybody to listen carefully about a question that Victoria asks about Jesus Christ. Pay very close attention to what she leaves out. If you didn't catch it, I'll reveal it to it. Reveal to everybody what it is at the very end when I add my 2-cent commentary. Listen carefully.
Did Jesus exist, and was he genuine? Where did he come from? Another star system?
This is very, very hotly debated, and some people can get incredibly wound up and frustrated and angry and vicious about this argument. For some reason it seems to trigger a great debate. And yes, as far as I'm concerned, the physical body of Jesus existed and the soul of Jesus existed. The physical body of Jesus was a hybrid, half human, half something else. The soul in there was predominantly a higher human soul, but certainly had some small amount of reptilian in him. And just like most things on this planet, he came under control, one sort or another, and he had to fight his way through it. One of the greatest things for me about Jesus is his teachings, which at the time were misunderstood, and even to this day are totally misunderstood, because the level to which he was speaking had so many variations, so you could understand it on many ways. For instance, he was on his way to some town with his followers, and he met a man sitting at the street who had wanted to follow him, and he said, "Oh Jesus, you know, I want to follow you. I accept you are the Son of God." So Jesus said, "That's good that you accept that. Well, you know, get on the end of the queue." And he said, "Well, my father's just died. You know, my father is dead. He died today. Can I bury him, and then I follow you?" And Jesus' reply was, "Let the dead bury the dead." Now that's never understood, and it was just seen as a very harsh remark. And the reality is that when your physical body dies, that's the end of your physical body, but the real you has gone on somewhere else. So when somebody dies in the Western world, and I know it's in many cultures, there's a great mourning and a great sadness for many days. What Jesus was actually saying is, look, you know, the person isn't dead really, they've just gone, they'll reincarnate somewhere else. You are mourning over a dead physical body, which was nothing more than a receptacle to hold the soul, you know. And this is the problem, I think, because Jesus spoke in parables. He spoke in a way that went over the heads of most people. So I think most people understood Jesus as a very different person. They never met anybody like him in their lives before. And unfortunately, some of the language he used was too advanced for them. Maybe if he'd come along a few hundred years later, it might have had a difference. So hybridized physical body, higher human soul with some reptilian in him, battling against all the different controls that were being placed there. So yes, as far as I'm concerned, he was real. And the Dead Sea Scrolls, which were found, just tend to prove that that was correct because of the Gnostics' teachings. The edge of the Dead Sea is a large complex of stone or mud brick houses, and I'm convinced that Jesus was actually taught and trained there as a young man in the Gnostic teachings.
About the Bible, Is what we are taught in the Bible true or all made up? Is Jesus Christ in the Bible our Savior? And did he die for us so that we can be resurrected and live in heaven if we believe in him?
Okay, I think the key there is if we believe in him. I think it's perfectly acceptable to believe in Jesus, but not to accept all the religion that goes with it. Every religion has a person who comes down to mediate on behalf of the higher deity and to try to connect with humanity, to lead and teach. But this is a question regarding Christianity. The problem for the Western world is that it has largely lost or deliberately got rid of most of its original teachings, and the Bible represents just about the last half-truth that the Western world has about a time long gone. I think what we can say is that by and large there's a lot of truth mixed in with the Bible and a lot of control elements. For instance, the powers that be of the church took out 2 chapters from the Bible. There are elements of Enoch that really should be back in the Bible, and a couple of others, but because they perhaps refer to more than one God or refer to messages that the established church don't want to put across, they're removed. So, for instance, in early Bibles in the Western world, it didn't just say singular God, it referred to gods. And even in the King James version of the Bible, which is the last official version in Great Britain, I think in 2 places it uses the word gods. And yet, we are taught as Christians that there is only one God. But here was a definite proof that whoever was altering the Bible missed out and forgot to take the S off 2 of them. So the Bible is truthful in the sense that it contains information. It has been corrupted and altered to present a message. Jesus Christ was a message about self-sacrifice, and sometimes when we wish to achieve something on the planet, then we're required to sacrifice something. That's incredibly reptilian. It's a negative thing, and you have to understand that at that time the reptilian Anu and the Archons were trying to manipulate situations on this planet so that we have ceremony and ritual actually mixed in with some good teachings, because most of the teachings of Jesus were actually very good. It's the symbology around the periphery which causes concern. So don't throw the Bible away. Go through it carefully and try and find those bits that seem truthful to you.
Okay, I'm going to stop the video right here. That's all I wanted to present to the audience. Once again, Simon with his slick ass, and the part that kills me is how people don't really pick up on it and catch it and don't critique his videos on this like I do. He gave this 99.9% description of Jesus Christ. Didn't say where he was from. Didn't say what country he was from. Didn't say what he looks like. And he did that shit on purpose. He's done it before. But with this particular video, what really gets me the most is the woman that's interviewing Simon is a black woman, and she is completely out of pocket. Miss Victoria Vives-Khuong. You are so fucking out of pocket for letting him play you like that. The first thing, woman, that should have flew out your mouth is, well, what did he look like? What race was he? You know, if Simon is supposed to get all this information from a mantis, 11-foot tall mantis alien that has all of Earth's history intact on holographic the libraries that they have, lock, stock, and barrel, why the fuck he couldn't answer that question? Why didn't you fucking ask him? Huh? Shit. This is the second person that's black I've seen interview Simon and not ask him the right fucking questions. Shit. Anyway, I just wanted everybody to see that shit. Simon, this is not the first time he has given a 99.9% description of what Jesus Christ is supposed to look like. He always leaves out what his nationality is and what country he was from. Simon, you are not slick, and I'm on you like flies on shit. Anyway, I'm done with this video. Just want everybody to see how full of shit Simon is. And once again, when it comes to anything that's non-white, he clams up about it like a little bitch. Victoria Vives-Khuong, you can do better than that. Signing off.